What's up, baseball fan? Welcome to the final chapter in the series, every MLB team's biggest need entering the 2022 offseason. Today, we cover our final division, the NL East. We have gone through every other division in baseball. If you haven't checked out those videos, I will put a link in the description so you can check them all out. But today, we have the NL East, where we are going to go through each team, find their biggest need entering the offseason, and fix that with one move. Or try. Before you listen to me play GM for about 10 minutes, drop a like on the video. It helps spread it out to other baseball fans so they can enjoy it as well and listen to the ramblings of a madman. See, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah, and subscribe to the page because you don't want to miss out on any of this super high quality content that is coming out. Just like this video. So, the NL East, home of the Atlanta Braves, who have free agents Aray Adrianza. If I pronounce that wrong, I fucking blame Baseball Reference. Jesse Chavez, Adam Duvall, Robbie Grossman, Jay Jackson, Luke Jackson, Kenley Jensen, Darren O'Day, and Jake Odorizzi has a player option. Oh yeah, and Dansby Swanson's leaving. Now the Braves were one of the better teams in baseball this year. Not a lot of spots that we can really improve or need to, but there is one thing that I really want to address with this team, and we're going to be losing value with free agency. So what we're going to do to make this team better is we're going to add a low strikeout percentage shortstop to replace Dansby Swanson. Look, frankly, I don't understand how the Braves offense was as good as it was this year because they ranked 28th in strikeout percentage and their walks to strikeout was 25th in the league. Dansby Swanson alone had a strikeout percentage of 26.2. His career is 24.2. And for reference, strikeouts on average in Major League Baseball is 22.4. Something's gotta fucking give here. We need to fix that. Either we don't, and this team's probably gonna regress offensively, or we do, and that's the point of this video. We fix the Braves. Now, we could try to address this offensively in left field as well, where we also have a pretty big hole, but the Braves defense wasn't all that great this year. Dansby Swanson was a big defensive contributor for this team, so we cannot afford to lose that value. We're gonna replace shortstop, get somebody else who can field really well, and hopefully it's somebody that doesn't strike out quite as much. Now, Vaughn Grissom, who came up this year, I think is a pretty good hitter. Looking at his numbers and especially how he did throughout the minors, obviously we'll see how that translates to the major league level. But his defense isn't quite there, and do we really want to throw that at shortstop? I wouldn't. Their number 5 and 24 prospects are also shortstops that have hit at least AA or higher, but the Braves are willing to spend money, obviously. They're gonna get good value. Maybe they were saving up and they didn't re-sign Dansby Swanson so that they could go out and get somebody that's probably a little bit better. Trey Turner, Carlos Correa, Xander Bogaerts. I don't know why I was forgetting his name. And now we have the fish with arms, the Miami Marlins, who have free agents Jorge Soler and infielder Joey Wendell with a mutual option. But I just gave the whole thing away. This team's got pitching. We need to fucking fix this lineup. And we are going to do this by addressing the outfield. According to Baseball Reference's wins above average, they were 22nd in left field, 25th in center, 29th in right field, and 29th in the outfield in general. The outfield was bad. Their offense was bad. Let's put 2 and 2 together and get ourselves a good outfielder. Or 4 outfielders. Is that how math works? Miami has a handful of young outfielders that have already cracked the major league level. Maybe it's one of them, or their 19 and 23rd prospects have hit AA or higher. There's got to be something here. There's enough guys. One of them you would hope clicks. If not, I guess go get somebody, but is this team really at a point to go sign like a big free agent? I wouldn't, not especially with 3 of the other teams in your division making the playoffs. One of those teams being the New York Mets, who are going to be fucking active this offseason. You can bet your money on that. They have free agents Chris Bassett, Alex Claudio, Jacob deGrom, Seth Lugo, Trevor May, Tyler Naquin, Brandon Nimmo, Adam Ottavino, Joely Rodriguez, Taijuan Walker, Trevor Williams, and you have Cookie Carrasco and John Curtis, who both have team options, along with Michael Givens that has a mutual option. Holy shit. As far as places where this team ranked towards the bottom of the league, really it's only catcher and third where they both had top prospects come up this year. So offensively, I think we have nothing to address. We got to do something about all of these arms that are going to be leaving, mainly the starting rotation. You have Bassett, Walker, and deGrom, who are all free agents this year, and we cannot just afford to let that value walk out the door. Mainly, give deGrom whatever he wants. When this dude is healthy, and that's a big if, I fully understand that. But this dude is the best pitcher on the planet. Hands down, bar none, no argument. So if we're gonna have to make one move here, we're giving deGrom whatever he wants, and we're calling the NFL about getting fucking Toradol into this building because we are keeping that man on the field, whatever it costs. Only the Mets' number 15 prospect is a starting pitcher that's hit AA or higher. He debuted this year. We're going and getting a top arm, and that's mainly keeping our main guy and keeping him on the field, hopefully. World Series runner-ups, the Philadelphia Phillies, have free agents Chris Davinsky, Zach Eflin, Kyle Gibson, Brad Hand, Corey Nebel, David Robertson, Gene Segura, and Noah Syndergaard, the god of thunder himself, Thor. Now, despite how far the Phillies got this year, there are definitely things that we can improve. Mainly if we could send these guys somewhere where they can learn how to fucking field, that'll help. But what we're going to do to address this team is we're going to add on to this bullpen, and we're going to go get one of the top relievers that are on the market this season. Their lineup can still mash. You have Nola, Wheeler, and Suarez, 1, 2, 3 in your rotation, but you're losing Hand, Nebel, and Robertson to free agency. Hopefully you can bring one or two of those guys back, but we got to do something to address this bullpen. Let's just round out the team by doing that. Their number 7, 11, 24, and 30 prospects are all relievers that have hit AA or higher. Maybe there's something there, but this is a team clearly that's competing for a World Series. Go spend the money. Go get somebody right now. And speaking of competing for a World Series, we have a team that's absolutely fucking not, and that's the Washington Nationals. The Nationals have free agents Steve Cishek, Nelson Cruz, Carl Edwards Jr., who just gave me a craving to go get Carl's Jr., but whatever. Will Harris, Cesar Hernandez, Joe Ross, Erasmo Ramirez, and Anibal Sanchez. This team is bad. We're just gonna start there and we'll figure it out. This team fully embraced the rebuild this year by finally trading away Juan Soto. They got a pretty good return for that. Obviously, it's not Soto, but you hope that something's there. Where we're going to address with this team, first and foremost, they've got a bunch of holes. If we're going to start a rebuild, I always will start a rebuild with pitching. I think that's how you build a foundation for a team. We're starting with the rotation for this team. They got Mackenzie Gore in the Juan Soto deal. That'll help with this. But they only had one starter who had a fielding independent pitching under 4 this year. That's because he only started one game. That's how bad it was. The Nationals' number 4, 6, and 29 prospects are all starters that have hit AA or higher. Hopefully between that and Mackenzie Gore, you have somebody that can be a number 1 in a rotation. But that's where I'd start. This team isn't adding free agents. Develop, hope that you have something, and maybe in a couple of years, the rebuild finally starts to come to fruition. We'll see. And we are now done with every Major League Baseball team's biggest need entering the 2022 offseason and how we'd fix it with one move. This is the NL East. Let me know, what's your team's biggest weakness if they're in the division? How would you address it with one move? Or if you got any thoughts on any of the teams. It's the YouTube comment section. I know I don't have to ask for your opinion. I'm gonna get it. Along with commenting, you can also support the channel by dropping a like on this video. It helps spread it out to other baseball fans so they can enjoy it as well. And make sure you subscribe to the page because you don't want to miss out on any of the other baseball content that we have coming out on this channel, just like this series. I hope you enjoyed it because, God, it was a lot of work. Thank you again for watching and supporting the channel. Dude, frankly, the amount of support that this has gotten already is, like, astounding to me. So, seriously, thank you. I really do appreciate it. I enjoy just talking shit and talking baseball, and if you enjoy listening to me, I don't know what you see, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. Have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Later.